Good morning and welcome back to another YouTube video. It is Monday morning and this is my first full week back at, I suppose, normal life, work and eating normally again after being away for just over a week. So today I thought I'd share with you exactly what I eat to get myself back on track after being away and essentially eating what I wanted for the best part of a week. If you're new here, my name's Georgia. I'm a women's online health and fitness coach and I work with high performing women, helping them to drop at least 10 kilos of body fat, build a strong, toned, athletic figure, and ultimately build a lifestyle that actually works for them, where their fitness and their career can work side by side. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back for another video. I feel like a massive thing that I see clients struggle with and that I also used to struggle with myself was getting back on track after being on holiday. Now, don't get me wrong, this first of all comes with a big disclaimer. The way that I eat on holiday now is very different to the way that I used to eat on holiday, when I would constantly yo-yo diet, restrict in the lead up to my holiday, go absolutely nuts, gain a load of weight, and then struggle to get back on track afterwards. That's probably a whole separate video in itself. But the biggest thing about today being the first day back of normality, I'm back into my normal working week, I'm back into my normal schedule, is making sure that my eating is also as normal as possible. So of course that starts off with a load of water to start off my day. This is pretty much empty now because I've drunk probably about 3/4 of a litre by this point, and I've also taken my morning supplements. The one thing that I don't actually do is take supplements on holiday. I'll be honest, it's just more stuff to pack, and I am not good at packing light. I actually got charged excess baggage both ways on my holiday, which is not ideal. So yeah, I will normally leave my supplements behind because I don't need the extra weight in my suitcase, evidently. So I always make sure as soon as I get back from holiday, I want to get straight back to my normal morning routine. Up, get ready, skincare, all that good stuff, drink some water, take my supplement before I do anything else. And now I'm gonna get on with my work. So I am gonna have an iced coffee. This is a double espresso with some agave syrup, just because I do fancy something a little bit sweet. And then in here I've just got some coconut milk. So we're gonna put these in together. I actually got these little iced coffee containers from, I think, Amazon last year. And I think they're one of the best purchases I've made. So yeah, this is the current morning coffee of choice. So I'm gonna drink that while I get on with some work, and then I will check in with you guys for my breakfast. I think I'm feeling something savoury today, so I think I'm gonna go with eggs and avocado. Again, a very normal me breakfast if you have been around here before. And I think a big thing that helps with getting back on track is leaning into those meals where you know that they can fit into your day, fit into your calories, fit into your macros, and they don't take a ton of time to prep. I'm actually coming back into a bit more of a calorie deficit and a slightly increased calorie drop as well. So making sure that my food was really planned out for this first week was really important, because I need to make sure not only am I getting back to my normal way of eating and my normal routine, but I also need to make sure that I'm working in alignment with that calorie drop as well. So with that being said, I'm going to drink my coffee and I will see you guys in a little bit for breakfast. And we are back. I've just done probably like an hour and a half of check-ins and some admin as well. I've got my laptop with me because I'm just about to jump on a webinar and I'm gonna make and eat my breakfast at the same time. This is normally the case for like Mondays and Tuesdays because they are just quite tight work-wise. So yeah, a little bit of multitasking incoming, but I'm gonna go make my eggs and avocado and I'm gonna go enjoy that. And that is breakfast done, morning work done. I've worked for like a good few hours since I checked in with you guys, and I'm just about to go to the gym. And because it has been a while since I've had my breakfast, I'm gonna have 2 of these dark chocolate rice cakes just for some carbs pre-workout. My protein's in a really good spot for today, and I actually didn't have enough calories to fit these in when I checked on MyFitnessPal, but I've had a little reshuffle. I've tweaked some quantities of like sauces and other bits and bobs so that I can fit these in. And that was something that I did really want to make a point about actually in this video, is being organised and proactive around your nutrition is always going to make things 10 times easier. Because if I hadn't have tracked my nutrition and say I tracked it later on today or like tomorrow morning or something and tried to remember what I'd had, I would have then realised that I was over my calories by like probably 100 to 150, which is obviously not ideal. So by tracking ahead of time, it means that I spend less time thinking about my food during the day, and if I do want to change something, I can easily make some swaps, especially if it is early in the day and I haven't eaten the rest of my meals yet. So yeah, I'm gonna have 2 of these rice cakes, and then I'm going to go to the gym. Today I'm training lower body, and then I'm going to do 30 minutes of cardio whilst I answer some client messages and clear on my notifications. And then once I've done that, I'll be back for some lunch, so I will check in with you guys then. And we are back with a different t-shirt and shirts combo because I have just got back from the gym. I did 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, which I might have mentioned before, to just keep on top of some like messages and things like that. It is a really good way to double up, get some cardio and stepped in, and also get on top of some admin in between check-ins. And wow, as I'm filming this, it's like 30 degrees. Let's see what the watch says. Yeah, 30 degrees. It's gorgeous and I don't mind training this heat. I actually find it quite satisfying, but when I tell you, there was a point where I was like, I don't actually think I can see my phone screen properly because I'm so sweaty. And I'm not really a naturally sweaty person. I think that's why I quite enjoy it, because I don't sweat that much in the normal UK climate. So yeah, plus I've just had a week of being away and training in Mallorca, so I feel like I'm quite accustomed to this weather by now. But anyway, I am back. I am gonna have some electrolytes because I think I lost most of the fluid within my body during that training session, and I'm also gonna prep my lunch. Now, if you've watched any of these videos before, you will know I'm a massive advocate for prepping food. This probably looks a little bit bizarre because in this Tupperware is literally just 2 boiled eggs and some new potatoes, because I'm gonna make kind of like a tuna niswa salad type situation. I was eating tuna salads on holiday and I was really enjoying them, and I thought, how can I bring that into my meals to fit into my macros at home? So this is what we are working with. So all I had to do at the weekend was literally boil the eggs, boil the new potatoes, and it literally took me 20 minutes, if that. And then all I have to do from day to day is just assemble the salad. When I tell you I am so excited to eat this, and when I talk about having a high volume plate of food, like this bowl is huge. It's bigger than my head and it is full to the brim. Like I say, I've got some new potatoes in here, I've got my 2 boiled eggs, I've got a tin of tuna, and then my salad is romaine lettuce, cucumber, tomato, a little bit of light vinaigrette. I've got some mayo on the side there for the potatoes and the tuna, and just seasoned with a load of salt and pepper. I even put some chili flakes on the tuna as well. And yeah, this looks incredible, I can't lie. I think a big thing that really helps me get back on track, and stay on track actually in general, is volume within my meals. I'm someone who has a massive appetite. I love to have a big plate of food in front of me, and I'm a big believer that we're not put on this earth to eat tiny weeny portions that are made for a toddler. So volume, and by volume I mean foods that are low in calorie but nutritionally dense. So fruit, veggies, salad are a fantastic example of this. Potatoes are also great. That's why I've got some boiled new potatoes in this meal, because they are super high volume. Plus you get a load of fibre from the skins as well. And then obviously I've got my protein and good fats from the egg. And then I've also got more protein in the tuna, and then I've got some more fats within the mayo. So it's a really nice balanced plate, but it's also super high in volume. So if you are someone who struggles to stay on track long term within a dieting phase, what I would say is I'd probably question the volume that you have within your diet, because quite often we reach for low calorie, low fat foods, but they're not necessarily giving us the nutrients that we need within our body, and that's why high volume eating can be super beneficial. But with that, I'm gonna go and eat this massive bowl of food, and I'm gonna drink my electrolytes, and then I will check in with you guys for my afternoon snack and also my dinner, which I'm gonna prep in advance later. Apologies for the background noise, but I am currently prepping dinner, and I have got a ton of veggies that are all chopped up, and then I'm gonna put it in with this mince. We are currently making a chili con carne, and I'm going to pop it on top of a sweet potato, which is currently baking in the oven. And now I've just added the chopped tomatoes. So in here we have got onions, peppers, mushrooms, a load of minced beef, some chili con carne seasoning, and then the chopped tomatoes, and it is literally that easy. As I mentioned before, Mondays are very much about multitasking, especially by this point in the day when I've got to be out the door by just after 6, because I always go to a dance class for myself on a Monday evening. So it does actually help me set some really good boundaries with regards to not working into the evenings, because that is quite easy to do. So what I'll always do to make my life easier is prep my dinner before I go out, so then when I come back I can literally just chuck it in the microwave, have that, and then I can shower and chill and have some downtime before I go to sleep. And then whilst I'm making my dinner, I'll also have a yogurt bowl, which is going to keep me going through my dance class and also make sure that I'm hitting my protein and fibre goals. So in the yogurt bowl, whilst my chili is bubbling away in the background, we've got 200 grams of 0% fat Greek yogurt, and then I'm then going to add a mix of 50 grams of why can't I say frozen? 50 grams of frozen blueberries, there we go, and 50 grams of frozen raspberries, just for some variety. I always have frozen fruit in the freezer. When I was on holiday, I rediscovered frozen blueberries, so it'll be nice to have like a bit of a mixture and some variety. And then just for something to add a little bit of crunch, I've also got this granola. I'll be honest, there's nothing special about it, it was just the one that was on offer at the time. And then to top that off, just some squeezy honey. And that is my yogurt bowl, and again, another big bowl of food. So like I was saying earlier with lunch, a yogurt bowl is a really easy way to get loads of volume in. The Greek yogurt, the berries, if you needed to pull it back, what I would do is just reduce the granola and it'd be really easy to fit into your calories. And that is my dinner already. So we've got the sweet potato underneath, I just popped a bit of butter, salt and pepper on it, and then we've got the chili con carne on top, and then I will serve it with some cheese probably when I reheat it later. So that is officially everything I have eaten, well, will eat by the time I get back later on my first day back to normality post-holiday. Super high in protein, super high in fibre, and in all honesty, I have felt nothing but satisfied, and I've enjoyed every single one of my meals. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that is really important to being adherent to a calorie deficit and coming back off the back of a holiday or a social weekend, a diet break, whatever it is. I think enjoying what you eat and making sure that it's getting the right things for your body to feel its best is super important, and that's what makes the difference with staying on track long term. If you made it this far to the end of the video, I hope you have found this helpful and it's given you some inspiration for keeping you on track with your nutrition through the summer months. And if you would like some more information on how I help my high-performing one-to-one clients achieve this exact same thing so they can drop 10 kilos without having to feel like they're on a diet in the first place, then just comment the word coaching down below this video and I will reach out to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.